Hey there YouTube, this is Julian again here with JJ Holloway. We are located in a small town of Walla Walla, Washington. Guys, we're a small community. That's actually something I'm going to touch base on today. So, any of you guys working in a small community will know that the junk removal business may be new to your area. Junk removal here in our area is still fairly new. I am working hard to try to get that word out to people here, to property managers, to real estate agents, to just anyone that I could think of, as well as contractors, anyone that I could think of that could potentially use our services. So guys, working within a small community, you're not in a big city. For any of you guys starting out or looking to start out and you're in a small community and you're thinking to yourselves, shit, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work. That's not true. That is still not true. I still believe that the junk removal business can still work within your smaller community. Now, let's also kind of define a small community, right? So, population here in my area is probably around 40,000 people. Now, some of you guys are gonna watch this video and be like, 40,000 people? Oh, I live in LA, or I live in New York, or I live in Seattle, where you guys are gonna be, you know, hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. So the idea of starting a junk removal company for you guys probably honestly sounds great. Now, again, this video is more so directed towards the smaller guys that are not in the big cities, who doesn't have the luxury of having that type of population to serve and grow a junk removal business. To give you kind of an idea about this small community that I'm in, now I am not trying to put these guys on blast. I am not trying to dog on them. I believe the product that they are able to offer other junk removal companies in bigger areas are probably extremely valuable. You know, I watch their videos and it seems to work. Clearly it works. The company name is JRA, or Junk Removal Authority. Guys, no joke, I gave him a call, and instead of feeling like I have a way to grow my small business in such a small community, I felt discouraged. And the reason why I felt discouraged was not because of the people I spoke to. The gentleman I spoke to from JRA, he was great. So again, this is not a video to bash them or to anything, because I truly believe the services they're able to offer other junk removal companies in larger cities is going to be valuable. I believe their leads are quality leads. I believe the way and the process and the systems to help build your junk removal business, I believe is spot on. Anyways, I'm having a conversation with a gentleman from JRA. The first thing he asked me is, where are you located? I said, well, I'm located in a small community. He goes, okay, well, where's that at? And I told him, Walla Walla, Washington. After I told him Walla Walla, Washington, the first thing he does is he pulls up the population of Walla Walla, Washington. And guys, no joke, his attitude from the beginning of the conversation was like hyped and encouraging. He goes, yeah, let's go, let's do this, I can help you. Let's talk about what we have to offer. It went from him being excited to him being like, oh, so it looks like your population, from what I can see here, it's around 30 to 40,000 people. And no joke, that's literally where his tone went. It went from here to here. Guys, that was extremely discouraging for me. after that phone call, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, man, is this even possible? Is this even something I can actually pull off? Because the big guy pretty much just kind of knocked me down a couple notches in terms of my enthusiasm in trying to grow my junk removal business. He also started looking at neighboring cities or neighboring communities, and he looks and he goes, okay, so I see, he asked me, he goes, so what's another area that you service? I said, well, I also service the Tri-Cities area. Now, here in Washington, guys, from where I'm at, I'm on the southern eastern side of Washington State. So he looks up Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities will consist of Richland, Kennewick, and Pasco. When he looks them up, again, he goes from Walla Walla, 30,000 people, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure the Tri-Cities area is probably around 100 to 200,000 people within their community. Within the tri-state area, I should clarify. Within the tri-state area of the 3 cities that are located there, it's like a couple 100,000 people. Even still, he was unimpressed. So this is why I wanted to kind of pop on here and talk to you guys about this junk removal business for you guys out there in smaller communities. Again, not gonna lie, I was stoked to kind of talk to JRA. I was stoked to see kind of what they had to offer. I was stoked to, have a great conversation with someone who they themselves built their own junk removal business into a huge $1 million business. And I was excited for just maybe some guidance or some words that they could tell me to kind of be like, yo, you're doing it, push on, you got this. And you know what, maybe I expected too much. It was, like I mentioned, he went from here to looking up my community to, as disheartening as that kind of was, I kind of brought myself back and I was like, okay, let's step back and look at everything as a whole. These guys are located on the East Coast in big cities, metropolitan areas, where probably a couple 100,000 people is a small suburb of where they live. Whereas other neighboring communities are going to sit at like millions. So to them, they're like, oh my God, look at the potential opportunity of millions of people that we can possibly serve. They're used to that atmosphere of just a metropolitan, condensed area of a lot of people. I'm here to tell you guys that after that conversation, yes, even though I was discouraged, I still looked within my community and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna brush this off. I'm gonna pretend as if I didn't even have this conversation with them, and I am gonna look at it the same way I did prior to that conversation, which was, I'm gonna grow my small business, I'm gonna grow my small junk removal business in a small community. Because you know what, even though we don't live in an area that serves tens if not millions of people or potential customers within our service area, we are still going to help the people of our communities, your communities. We're still going to help them. We're still going to provide a service that may or may not exist within your area. And if it doesn't, it's a lot about education. So you're going to be posting videos, or maybe just posting, hey guys, I'm a local junk removal company, or I'm a local hauler within the area, and I am trying to offer something that, you know what, maybe you don't know, but here it is. I've done a couple posts like that, where I am almost like I'm just talking to the people around us, or sorry, I'm talking to the people in my community, letting them know, hey, this is my name, this is my business, it might be new to you, but I am here to serve you and to serve the community. There is something powerful about just talking directly to the people of your community, especially if you're someone who was born and raised in that community. There is something special about directing them or talking to them directly and just going with it. So this is what I've done. YouTube, I just started the YouTube page. As you guys can see, I'm talking to you guys now. I also I'm really heavy on Facebook. And the reason why, because in our small community, there's also small Facebook pages within the community. So you're gonna see like local yard sales or local business owners, or for what we have here is what's called the Daily Dose of Walla Walla. And what that is kind of a mutual place where people within the community will like and follow on Facebook. And what people do within these threads is they actually will post things about either themselves, they will post maybe about their business, or it could be something simple. Someone may pop on there and just be like, hey guys, what's a good landscaping company in my area? Or, hey, where can I find this? What's great about smaller communities is that we do look out for each other. We help each other to the best of our abilities. And that is that small town feel, right? That is that small town, like, hey, I got your back. You're my neighbor. You're my friend. You're my family. Because that's what small communities are built off of. And I love my small community. I take pride in saying, hey, I am from Walla Walla, Washington. You may not have heard of it. Great. You know what? That is fine. But I am very prideful of the place where I come from. I am prideful of my community. I'm prideful of where I was born and raised, because we're also going to have a different perspective on life versus those who are born and raised in bigger communities. Now, again, it's nothing against you guys that are born in the big city. More power to you. It's just, you know, big cities, I guess, really wasn't for me. I've born and raised here. I love it here. I'm growing my family here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, guys. So anyways, this kind of became a little bit of a spiel, but this was something that I felt like was going to be important to those who are looking at starting a junk removal business here, or looking at or has started a junk removal business and is looking to grow it. Because you guys may or may not be a small community, whether you're in a small community or not, I say make friends with real estate agents within your community. Try to find property management companies within your community. Also look for contractors within your community, because not every contractor may not have a truck and trailer to haul their work on. They could be working on floors, they could be working on renovations for other of their clients on their homes or their clients' homes, and you know, maybe they do a kitchen remodel. What are they gonna do with all this stuff? Guys, this is a good way to try to branch out, to grow within the community that you're in, and see how you can help provide a service to other people in this area that maybe one, they didn't even know it was there, or just really helping the people. I kind of lost it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So that's my take. Again, I'm from a small town, so, and I love it here, and I wouldn't wish anything else. So guys, thank you very much. I hope that you guys are having a good day. Please, if you guys can, like and follow. Anything helps. Spread the word out, guys. Continue to hustle.